Early on the fifth day, we woke up from our slumber, still immersed in the vibrant Irish folk performance from the night before. Departing Dublin, we headed southwest and arrived in Waterford by noon. Waterford is located in the southeast of Ireland, downstream of the River Suir, historically a settlement of the Vikings. The city retains medieval defensive walls and fortifications, among which Reginald's Tower is one of Ireland's earliest tower structures built with mortar. Next to Reginald's Tower, replicas of Viking ships are displayed. Strolling through the alleys, visitors can explore the statue of the Viking king and the giant wooden sculpture of the Dragon Slayer sword. This Dragon Slayer sword is the world's longest wooden sword sculpture, intricately depicting the history of Waterford. Waterford is famous for its crystal. However, due to time constraints, we were unable to visit the Waterford Crystal Center. We had originally planned to have lunch here, but most restaurants only start operating from 4 to 5 p.m. After a brief rest here, we continued on to our next destination, Blarney. Blarney is a suburban town of Cork City in Ireland. Blarney Castle is one of Ireland's most famous attractions. The castle was built in 1446 and is one of the oldest and most robust fortresses in Irish history. The most well-known feature of the castle is the famous Kissing Stone, or Blarney Stone. The Blarney Stone is a piece of Carboniferous limestone embedded in the castle's tower. Visitors from all over the world who come to see the castle are mostly eager to kiss the Kissing Stone. There are many versions of the legend of the Kissing Stone. It is said that by kissing the Kissing Stone of Blarney Castle, one gains eloquence, articulateness, and a talent for flattery. The English word Blarney also derives from this. However, kissing the Kissing Stone requires some effort, as one must lean backward over the parapet of the tower to reach it, and below is a deep chasm. Despite being guarded by attendants, visitors occasionally let out screams. Today, there were too many people queued up to kiss the Kissing Stone, so we could only watch, missing the opportunity to enhance our eloquence. After touring Blarney Castle, we headed to Killarney. We stayed at the Park-Avon Hotel in Killarney, concluding our activities for the fifth day. Killarney is a small town in County Kerry, southwest Ireland. It lies on the northeastern shore of Lough Lean and is part of Killarney National Park. Early on the sixth day, we set out from Killarney to join the Ring of Kerry Day tour. The Ring of Kerry is a famous 179-kilometer narrow and winding circular tourist route that loops around the Ivrac Peninsula in southwest County Kerry, Ireland. It's one of the most scenic circular routes in the world, featuring shimmering lakes, expansive verdant pastures, stunning highlands, and breathtaking coastlines. Usually, it takes a full day to complete the circuit. In the early morning, we first arrived at the picturesque Red Fox Inn. The Red Fox Inn is an old traditional roadside cottage, renowned for its cuisine and specially crafted whiskey coffees. As we entered the bar, rows of whiskey glasses were already set up, ready for everyone to enjoy with coffee and cream. I tried a cup, And the coffee with a strong whiskey flavor was the best coffee I've ever had, as well as the most unique whiskey. On a cold morning, a sip of it was invigorating and warming. But of course, it's not just coffee. Drinking too much could leave you drunk on the streets. The taxidermy of a fox and a chicken in the shop was also interesting. Adjacent to the Red Fox Inn is the Kerry Bog Village Museum. The museum has won awards for agricultural heritage. It recreates typical 18th century villages and rural cultures, customs, and living conditions in Ireland during the famine period. The village has well-equipped replica thatched cottages, but the most interesting is the humble workers' cabin with small windows. It is said that during that era, houses with larger windows were subject to higher taxes because having more light was considered a luxury. In the village, you can also see the world's tallest dog, the Irish Wolfhound. The Irish Wolfhound is a true giant among dogs and is also Ireland's national dog. It's famous for its loyalty and aggression and was once used as a war dog. Often referred to as the gentle giant, it is gentle when treated gently, but fierce if provoked. Leaving the Red Fox Inn, we continued our journey on the Ring of Kerry. We came across an attraction that didn't seem like one. An Irish farmer and his donkey, with a dog riding on the donkey's back. Because photographer Max Malloy had previously taken a photo of an Irish farmer and his dog riding a donkey here, which was published in National Geographic along with his description, it became famous and turned into a tourist attraction on the Ring of Kerry. The Irish countryside is dotted with sheep. It's said you can predict the weather by the location of mountain sheep. If they're grazing on the mountaintop, it means the weather will be good because they will need time to come down. If they're at the foot of the mountain, it indicates the weather might not be so good. We passed by a pasture where the shepherd demonstrated an interesting sheepdog herding demonstration. The shepherd uses sheepdogs to herd the flock. He only needs to train a few loyal dogs, give them commands with a whistle, and they do the herding instead of him. The impressive demonstration of the clever sheepdogs running and barking around the flock left a deep impression. We continued on and arrived at the only coastal village on the Ring of Kerry, Waterville. Waterville is situated between the wild Atlantic and Loch Carraine freshwater lake, with long sandy beaches as tranquil as a painting. It's home to some of Europe's finest salmon and sea trout fishing spots. Waterville, with its abundance of lobster, scallops, salmon, and prawns, is the seafood capital of Ireland and has been a popular holiday destination for many years. It's said that Charlie Chaplin once spent his summers here. We were eager to enjoy seafood here, but unfortunately, most restaurants were closed for lunch. We return to the Ring of Kerry, briefly stopping at the Lady Madonna statue for sailors lost at sea. This is an excellent spot to admire the surrounding beauty. Next, we arrived at Sneem. Sneem is a village within the Ring of Kerry and was awarded the Tidy Town Prize by Ireland in 1987. The town is adorned with colorful cottages and ancient churches. The rushing Sneem River flows through the town, crashing against rocks and creating a wonderful roar, playing a cheerful symphony for the serene town. Leaving Sneem, we continued along the mountain roads to reach Ladies View. Located within Killarney National Park, it is a significant scenic spot on the Ring of Kerry tourist route. You might wonder if Ladies View is only suitable for ladies to enjoy. In fact, the name originated from Queen Victoria's visit to Ireland in 1861, when her ladies-in-waiting admired the view here. The Irish Times once listed Ladies View as one of the most photogenic spots in Ireland. A road sign reminds visitors that fairies frequent this area. In Irish folklore, these fairies often appear in the form of elderly people wearing red or green coats and enjoy mischief. Our bus traversed Killarney National Park and arrived at Ross Castle. This castle is situated on the edge of Loch Lean and was originally the residence of the 15th century chieftain O'Donoghue of Ross. Legend has it that O'Donoghue sleeps beneath the lake and rises every May Day, riding a white horse around the lake. If encountered, it brings luck for life. From the castle windows, the pastoral scenery stretches endlessly, presenting a pure and natural beauty, which is truly refreshing. Alongside the castle, a small river quietly hosts a row of colorful boats. After touring Ross Castle, we opted for a horse-drawn carriage ride back to the hotel along the beautiful trails of Killarney National Park. Passing by Dinac Lodge Cafe, we could see St. Mary's Cathedral in the distance, as well as herds of cows and deer amidst lush greenery, with scenic views at every turn. The crisp sound of horse hooves echoed in this tranquil paradise. We concluded our activities for the 6th day. The Ring of Kerry Day Tour was one of the most memorable highlights of our entire journey. In the next video, we'll continue to share the itinerary of the Best of UK and Ireland tour.